So whether you are gaming, storing your data, or doing productive work like video editing, storage is very important for all of us. But our computers only have but so many PCIe SSD slots to keep expanding on that storage, which, it's the limiting factor. So then what do you do when you need another location or a bigger storage area so you can put all your pictures, your videos, files, and all that cool stuff that you have on your current PC? Well, that's where a DAS comes into play. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a DAS that could possibly solve all of your storage problems. But as always, let's see what comes in the box. All right, let's open this up. Grab this little tab and open her up. First thing that we're going to do is check what's in this little box over here. Looks like we have our power adapter. The power adapter comes with a US plug, of course. We'll just have to line this up properly here, the little notch. Push it in and then turn to the right and it locks it right in. Next, we have a few screws that I think these are for the NVMe SSDs to be installed. We have a user guide / manual. It's very detailed. Looks like a lot of information in there. It comes with a little screwdriver so you can install your NVMe's. And here's the braided USB Type-C to C cable. Very nice. Now let's see what's in this box. We're gonna slide it right out. Comes with nice little foam packaging on both sides so it doesn't get damaged. And let's get this off. Ooh, look at that. Good aluminum casing there, or aluminum, however you want to say it. Firstly, what is a DAS? DAS stands for Direct Attached Storage. This is a storage device dedicated to be attached to your editing PC, gaming PC, or productivity PC to let you easily store and work right off of your drives on the DAS. For our testing, Orico has sent us their 4-bay mixed data vault, capable of doing 40 gigabits per second for easy to and from video and picture transfers. This data vault is capable of storing up to 32 terabytes of space, compatible with 4 by 8 terabyte NVMe drives. The 40 gigabit per second claim comes from the way that this DAS is laid out. Each separate NVMe will reach up to 10 gigabits per second transfer rate through the USB 4.0 interface. And while all 4 are being used simultaneously, you can get up to 10 gigabits per second as well. So to clarify, not a constant 40 gigabit per second as a whole, but 4 separate 10 gigabits per second individual slots. As for the types of NVMe's that are supported, this M.2 SSD enclosure supports M-Key Generation 4 PCIe NVMe SSDs, compatible with 2230, 2242, 2260, and 2280 drives. For the size of this DAS, it comes in at 6.57 by 4.7 by 3.97 inches. Not very big actually. And before we add the SSDs, it only weighs in at 2 pounds and 13 ounces. All right, the setup. The setup is simple. Just slide the enclosure slot out and insert your NVMe SSD into the enclosure. You will have to hold the NVMe and standoff in place and then screw it in from the back of the enclosure. Make sure it's on tight and then just slide the enclosure back in. After, just plug in your DAS to your PC. Once plugged in, right-click on your Start menu and select Disk Management. Find your new drive and format it to access the drive. If you don't see your drive within Disk Management, I'm going to need you to download Partition Wizard. It is a free software, but I had to do this to be able to actually see my drive. I'll have a link for that in the description below so you can easily get to it. Before you do that, make sure that you've backed anything up on your drives because you are deleting the entire drive. Once you have installed Partition Wizard, launch the Partition Wizard app and find your drive. Right-click and select Delete All Partitions, then click Yes, then Apply. Then right-click within the drive and select Create. Name your new drive, and then hit OK and Apply, and your drive will appear in Windows. For our transfer test, we had to get our hands on a Gen 4 NVMe since this is a Gen 4 compatible device. Of course, we know how the market is right now, so we only got a little bitty NVMe to do the testing. Either way, here are the results. In Crystal Diskmark for reads and writes, we got 899.70 megabytes per second, or 7.19 gigabits per second writes. And as for reads, we got 819.27 megabytes a second, which come out to 6.55 gigabits per second reads. Now, Orico does mention that this is good for video editing. So we tested it with the AJA systems test software. This will give us an idea of how it will perform during high resolution video capture and playback. For this test, we did 8K video transfer and was able to maintain 757 megabytes a second writes and 844 megabytes a second reads. What this comes out to in gigabits per second is 6.065 gigabits per second writes and 6.752 gigabits per second reads. Yes, it's a little short of the 10 gigabits per second advertised, but this of course has more to do than just the up to speeds reported for the unit. The up to speeds just means that it is capable and rated for those speeds. Is your drive running hot? Does your drive have onboard cache or not? What types of files are you transferring? Is it short transfers or is it long sustained files? All of this factors in real world use, so your results are going to vary a little bit. That being said, doing actual video transfers like we did here is actually still really fast. This is in real time, by the way. All right, so a couple of things that I want to discuss about this machine. Well, first off, it's not RAID capable. It's not designed for that, or at least I couldn't get RAID to work, and it's also not mentioned anywhere on their page, so I don't think this is actually compatible with RAID. They do have other machines that are, but this particular one is not. Now, I could be completely wrong about that. Orico, just let me know. Secondly, there is a fan on the back of this DAS, but there aren't any slits in the front or any holes on the sides for airflow to actually come through. So I don't see the fan working very good in cooling any of the NVMe drives. Maybe it does something, but I don't think it has that much airflow to actually do that. Of course, I'm sure Orico did testing and they have a reason for this. On the other hand, I did notice that I could run the SSDs with the latch open. It does seem to have grills under those latches for air to come through. So if you want to get some airflow, you could just open those up. Just be careful not to accidentally pull out the drives while you're using them. Okay, all that being said, this device still solves a problem. It does still expand your storage from the limitations of your PC. So if you have all of your PC slots already occupied and you can't add any more, using this device to add another 4 drives is more than great because you are gonna have 4 extra drives. Of course, they're not going to be as fast as if you had them plugged in directly to your motherboard, but with USB 4.0 and its 40 gigabits per second capabilities, and in this case 10 gigabits per second transfer rate per slot, that is more than fast enough to do most things, right? All right, moving on. I want to thank Orico for being nice enough to send this out to us so we can test it and show it to you. If you want to check one out for yourself, make sure that you check the description down below. I will be leaving a link there for you so you can easily find this product. And before I forget, Orico does do other storage solutions, so make sure that you check out their entire catalog because you might find something, if not this, that you may need. I hope that this video was helpful to you. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourself and others. Bye-bye.